Hello YouTube. I'm going to attempt to make a pull behind water tank out of this old air compressor tank. Putting some sod down, and instead of along my driveway, instead of having to set a bunch of sprinklers out there, I want to be able to just hook this to the back of the Ride-A-Mower, open up a valve, and water the grass. It's a 30-gallon tank, so I'm going to see how well it works. And the reason I'm making this water tank, as you see, I have the sod on either side of the driveway. You can see the driveway's pretty long, plus I have it where it curves all the way around to here, goes all the way around past the lighthouse, around the car to the other side. So I figured this would just be easier to have something that I can just drive along the edge of the driveway and water all that. As this starts to take root, then I'll add more sod to it. So I'm hoping this works. What I'm doing right here is when I put the wheels on, I bought some tires for it. I bought some rubber ones. When I put it on there, the tank is too low, especially to be on the back of the Ride-A-Mower. So what I'm doing is I'm welding the original bracket that they had. I'm going to cut these right here off from from here and down here, so I could use the axles for the wheels. I'm just going to put them on a piece of that square stock, so I can raise it up higher, so I can get that tank off the ground a little bit more, so I have a little more ground clearance too. It'll make it to where I can kind of pitch it whatever direction I need to for where the water's going to come out of the bottom of the tank. Got the new axle welded on. Be honest with you, I would have been so much easier just to get larger wheels than to do all that, but I like a little bit of a challenge, you know. So, but see what it looks like once I get it on its wheels and I build a tongue to hook to the Ride-A-Mower. Okay, I'm pretty much done with the main structure of it. Obviously I'm going to sand this down and make it look a little bit nicer. I had to build sort of like a pintle style hitch, mainly because my mower has a hitch on the back of it that I use for towing trailers around the yard. So I had to build it like that. I just screwed it straight into the front of the tank, but I filled it full of caulking and packed it so this way water can't get into that tube right there. Put a couple more braces on the back. I'll probably, put one more gusset on there just to make sure, but getting ready to start running the plumbing. Alright, now to get started on plumbing, I'm going to essentially bore a big hole in the back of it so I can put my T, so I can put, I guess you can say, like my little drip rail. I'm hoping just gravity fed will be enough for this so I don't have to use the pump, but we'll see. Working on a couple different, I guess you say, nozzle ideas. The first one was I just did the slit on this one, which didn't really work because it was pushing all the water to this end. Before it was coming out, it was just coming out just like a kind of like a V shape, wasn't doing anything. So I tried using the screws to create like an area where the water can hit each screw up inside and stop, and that worked okay, but not really well. Then I tried doing a bunch of holes like this. This way actually worked pretty decent, except for it needs to be longer for what I'm using it for. The other one I'm working on right now, where I just took a 90 and kind of like one of those little hooks that you would hang in your house. The only downside of this is as long as the tank is half full or more, there's enough water weight to actually make it work pretty good. But the problem is once you get down to about a little bit less than a half a tank. The water weight is no longer enough for the gravity feed to make it work really good. It just kind of comes out to where you saw where it's spraying out to here, it drops down to around here. So, and the last one I'm using is another one where I just took a pipe, I drilled really small holes, and then I stair stepped it down to 1/2 inch. I'll show you what that looks like. All right. And this one you can see just puts off a nice. That's gonna essentially be my winner right there. Now that I got everything dialed in, I'm gonna make it look a lot better. I'll get an actual, get rid of that right there. I'll actually make it to where it's all glued. The T I welded on, I can make it to where I can run one on either side of the tank if I want to. So now that I think I finally found the one I'm going with, I'm gonna clean it up and finish it up. Okay, all done with it. Now it's not pretty, it's not fancy, but I've already done a quick test run with it with that one arrangement that I showed where it was just the bunch of little holes where I did the 3/4 down to the 1/2 inch PVC. That looked like it had a really good kind of waterfall. That one worked really well. I'll show you how well that worked, but here we are. It's all done. It'll serve its purpose. Just finished making that pass. Gonna put some more water in it, make a couple more passes. Other than that, I think it worked out well. Thanks for watching.